Hello, Huskies back here with more Edmonton Oilers GM and franchise commentary this time. Last video we finished an abysmal year one, which was kind of the plan. What did we do? We traded away pretty much all of our roster. We're starting from scratch. We have our core four guys being Connor McDavid, William Nylander, Leon Draisaitl, and Rickard Rakell. Going forward, and my defense is ideally going to be Clefbaum, Nurse, and Larson, but I'm not entirely sure if that's going to work out that way. I need to rework like the bottom six because Patrick Maroon's not a good guy. I mean, Patrick Maroon was decent. He might be the one guy I keep, but we'll see. Zach Kassian's got to go. Vernon Fiddler's got to go. I wouldn't mind holding on to Frankie Corrado. He can be a decent sixth defenseman. This dude's already a 77 overall. He's got another year in the minors ahead of him, but he made good progress. As for in the system, we really want to see Puyarvi and Griffin Reinhart progress. I'm not so sure about Taylor Beck. He had a good year, but I don't think he's going to get any progression. But I have 3 first-round picks, no seconds, and a third. Those are all the important ones. So we're going to hop into the draft. I have the 2nd overall pick. I'm assuming Nolan Patrick will go number 1 to Arizona. So before I do that, I want to try to trade Chris Russell. Now the only issue with Chris Russell is I think his contract expires. So I don't think I'm going to actually be able to move him. He has 1 year left. So even if I want to trade him to somebody like, let's say Buffalo. Do they even want to trade their second? They don't. Okay, so I want to find somebody that wants to trade their second, which is probably Boston. Boston doesn't have a second. Okay. Arizona probably doesn't want to trade their second. Nope. Washington, I'm assuming, does not have a second. Okay. Winnipeg. Now, I'm assuming they're going to say no to this because he's got 1 year left. Yeah, okay, so that's not going to happen. Alright, so I'm just gonna roll with it. I'm gonna sim the first pick, which is gonna be Nolan Patrick to Arizona. Yep, medium franchise. Now considering my prospects and talent pool that I have, I'm gonna take the Finnish defenseman Timothy. Swedish defenseman, sorry. I knew I got that wrong. God damn it. But he's gonna be the guy I take. He makes the most sense. I would love for Hischier or Comtois or Vesalainen to fall, but they won't. So I'm just going to take him right now. He's a high elite defenseman. He's a medium elite defenseman, but still. Now I would love to trade up. I have I have the 23rd and the 27th pick. I would love to trade up to try to trade to get Vesalainen or what's his face? Somebody else, I don't remember. But if I want to do this, I would have to trade both of my firsts, I'm assuming, if they want both firsts. They don't even want both firsts. So even if I do this deal, while it looks like it'll go through, they don't want it. Before I do that trade, I'm going to see if I can get their give me your 3rd next year. And we'll see if this goes through. I don't think this goes through. No, if I take the 3rd away, will this go through? No, really it won't. Okay. Do I have a prospect that you want? Not really. Is Patrick Maroon? He's on an expiring contract, isn't he? He's not. See, Patrick Maroon I like, but he's not really. He doesn't fit our system. He's 29 years old. So if I give you Pat Maroon back, as he was on Anaheim before. Nice. All right. So now we have the 2nd and the the 4th pick in the draft. Now, I'm assuming Christian Vesalainen goes here. Oh, Nico Hischier went. Alright, so what I'm going to do then is take... I think I'm going to take Vesalainen. Yeah, I'm taking Vesalainen. I'm going Scandinavian all the way, boys. Swedish and Finnish power. Medium elite and high elite. Then we'll go ahead and send to my next pick, which is in the 3rd round. Now, I know that I made all those trades to get first round picks, and then I won't say I wasted them by trading up, but Anaheim's not a team that's in the position that should need a top 5 pick. Especially if Corey Perry and Getzlaff. And Jordan Eberle? No, I traded them Nugent Hopkins. Either way, I think that was a really good deal. Nick Henry. I think I've seen him do rather well. I think he's better than a bottoms or an AHL guy. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take him. Extra, or yeah, the bottom 6 guy. Because I don't think he's a bottom 6 guy. I think he's AHL top 6. Really, I thought he'd be better than that. I'm a little disappointed by that. I thought he'd be better. Oops. Now this draft sucks after the first 2 rounds. Like, it's bad. I personally edited a lot of the first round picks to be profitable. As you saw, Patrick was a franchise player. I just want to be able to see some of these guys, you know, get there. I should probably take a goalie, to be honest. Don't think there's any goalies left this late, though. Oh, Vinny the Villain. Done. I love me some Vinny the Villain. Can never say his name, but he's somebody that I've always kind of stuck with in these. Him and Hallinan, the 2 finished goalies that are in the draft, they end up being rather. He can be my backup for the entirety of this series now. Power forwards, we'll take the Canadian, Walton. AHL top 6, eh. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and sim the rest of the draft because it's pretty much just not worth anything. Oh, they got a bottom 6 guy. So Timothy, I'm gonna have to know how to pronounce his name, and Christian Vesalainen are my noteworthy picks there. And Vinny the Villain is pretty noteworthy. Go ahead and sim to the resign phase. Now I have a shit ton of cap space because I traded away Nugent Hopkins, Eberle, Sekera. Alright, so let's see. Sorry, I was typing to somebody. So we have to resign Draisaitl, Russell. I'm gonna bring Semin back. Sorry, just kind of lost myself there. I'm gonna let Fiddler and I'm gonna let these guys walk. I was kind of hoping Fiddler would have retired. Actually, we'll qualify Cassian in case he does want to sign. Draisaitl's not the happiest camper, but if we can get him for like let's do 3.95 for 3 years and see if he signs. And I want to sign Semin back. He should want a cheap deal. He wants that much. Maybe I'll let Semin walk. Russell doesn't want that much, so we can sign Russell. I have 40 million in cap space, so I mean it's not like I really. I'll sign Emery again. He's a decent backup. Let's see. Griffin Reinhart and Taylor Beck, I'm gonna both sign. They shouldn't want that much. Nope, that's a good contract. Taylor Beck had a pretty good. I want to sign Frankie Corrado. Yeah, we'll do a 2-way deal for him. Frazier, I'm gonna let walk. Anton Lander, I'll sign. Just AHL guy with good offensive awareness. I'm all for. Pitlick, I will sign. I don't know how to say your name. I'll sign. Solara, I'll sign because I want him for. Damn, he wants that much? Fuck you. We'll do 2 years at. Okay, there we go. See if he signs that. Sonny Milano's here for another year. Are you a rookie? You are. No, you're not. You're 20 years old. Fuck off my team. Make sure I don't have any rookies I'm going to lose to free agency. I don't. Vesalainen, man. Whew. High elite. I love it. Timothy, medium elite. surprised I didn't make him better than that. Alright, I should probably just do it this way. If I want to qualify guys. Actually, wait. Can I see their morale from here? Reinhardt, Hamilton, Fane. Alright, so I want to qualify him. The other two I can let go. UFA's Semin. I'm going to let Semin walk. He had 30 goals and that was nice, but I think I can find something in free agency to fill that role, ideally. We're still another year away from being competitive, I feel. Wow, Chris Russell rejected. Is he the only guy that rejected? Right? Do I even want to sign Chris Russell, or do I just want to do another season of progression? Because he wants to get paid, and I really don't want to pay him. I mean, I still have 35 million in cap space. So I'm going to have to spend. So I'm going to sign Russell and Semin, actually. Russell I can trade away at a later date. I might be able to trade Semin as well, just for like 3rd round picks or something, if I need to. But I'm going to have to hit the cap floor, since I traded away everybody else. Yeah, I didn't think they'd want to come here. This is where this gets frustrating, is because I'm so bad and we didn't win it all. Veterans, guys like that, aren't going to want to play here. And I have to refill my bottom 6, it looks like. Although PRV should be an NHL player this year. I can probably bring Taylor Beck up too. Griffin Reinhardt will be there. Let's overpay Semin a little bit and see if he signs. I'm not going to go for Russell. Russell's too pricey for that many years. Man, he does not want to play here. I don't blame him. I wouldn't want to play here either. We're back to being the lowly days of... Alright, so we got Zach Cassian back, so there's a bottom 6 guy. Sign for agent. So let's see... Mika Zibanejad. See, that'd be nice, but he's an RFA. I don't want to sign an RFA. Same for Winberg. Like, I don't want to sign any of these guys because they're just past the age that I want them for. I don't want to give up 1st and 2nd round picks. Tyler Johnson. I know there's a certain viewer. I'm not sure if he watches the Edmonton series. I'm sure he does. He told me to make Markella a sniper, who does not like Tyler Johnson. But I have to spend money. And while I don't think he's necessarily worth $6.5 million, I have $40 million, or I have 35. I have almost more money to spend than I do against my cap. There's no goal. Mike Connon's an 86. Korpisalo's an 85. And then let Korpisalo walk. How is Mike Connon an 86? What the fuck? Is Korpisalo worth? What would I have to give him? This year's 1st and 3rds. Is it worth it to grab him though? I feel like it is, because Korpisalo is a damn good player. So Korpisalo and I could trade Talbot if I need to. Man, there's like nobody here, man. Eric Hall would be nice. But again, the RFAs, man. I think that's the 2nd. Yeah, so I would be losing my first 3 round picks for Korpisalo and Eric Hall. I don't want to be... I mean, I kind of want to be competitive. Simply because... I don't remember what I was going to say. Well, I need defensemen. I need at least 1 defenseman, so let's see what we've got here. I can bring in I said this is pretty much just another year to kind of give those core 4 guys a chance to progress. And while I don't like paying this much for players, they are also can be trade bait pretty easily. January Duty wants 3.8. I have so much cap space, man. I know I'm going to need it in the future, but I have to get to the cap floor somehow. January Duty rejected Reed Boucher. So there's a bottom 6 guy. Corpusalo accepted. Trevor Daley rejected. Tyler Johnson rejected. Yeah, I kind of figured Tyler Johnson would. Let's see if I get Corpusalo. I want to see if Columbus can match. I feel like... Okay, so they couldn't. So I still have a 2nd round pick, but I have my franchise goaltender now. Jonas Corpusalo is absolutely going to be a monster. Now... I need a sniper for that first line to play with fucking... Did somebody sign Semin? Fuck, somebody did sign Semin. Damn. To play with what's his face? McDavid? Because right now it's just him and Draisaitl. Man, this free agency really sucks. Let's see if I can pick up Chris Kunitz. See if I can find any, like, veterans that want 1 or 2 year deals that I can dish off at the deadline or something, just to fill my roster. I wonder if they'll actually sign. Wow, Chris Kunitz did. Alright. Mike Fisher rejected. I still have 25-minute cap space. I'm gonna overpay for Tyler Johnson. He wants 4 years. Let's try for him, and I can't go for Zibanejad, right? Because I don't have the... Yeah. That sucks. I wonder if I could just trade for Zibanejad. Although at the same time, I've got center depth. I really don't need another center, especially if I sign Tyler Johnson. Because Tyler Johnson's gonna be my 3rd line center. If he signs. I doubt he will. He wants to go somewhere to win, and I'm not going to be winning. Oh wow, he signed. Alright, so despite, I know, one viewer's utter disdain for Tyler Johnson, he's really just a cap hit to get us to the cap floor. So, don't think anything too much. I really don't like Tyler Johnson either. He's never worth what he ends up being worth. Oh, I should have offered him more. Shit, can I offer him more? No. Damn it, he's a 19-year-old. You're 20. Oh, Bernhardt, you have some trade value. What else do we got here? 20-year-old. I don't know how to say your name, but. And if you're unfamiliar with this method, this is just to sign players that have potential at an age that is wanted by teams. In turn, they become trade baits because they have decently high trade value. Basically, just look for guys that are like 21 and younger, and have teams offering them, or have teams interested in them. Usually, nobody with AHL potential has any interest, so I pretty much picked the pool dry there. Yeah, we can went to Detroit. I should have offered him more. Bernhardt went to Arizona. Lewin. Right, I think I got everybody else I offered, though. We're going to go ahead and sim the next season. And we'll get our team set. Year 2 is probably... Oh, excuse me. It's probably going to be another rebuilding year. And I don't have a 1st or a 3rd round pick. I do have a 2nd round pick, which I could possibly use to get a 1st round pick with Chris Kunitz and or Tyler Johnson. But like I said, I need to hit the cap floor somehow, and there's not exactly a Pavel Datsyuk or a Chris Pronger deal I can trade for to pull in Arizona to get to the cap floor. And I don't think these deals hurt me going forward. I'm really relying on my guys to progress. Because I think Puljujarvi and Beck will both be in the NHL this year. And then I think it's 1 year. And then Timothy and Vesalainen are NHLers. I'll call you back. So. This is the part I hate. Like, if I had a decent editing software, I would just cut this part out, but it takes my computer, like, 3 hours to render a 20-minute video. Like, I don't know if you've seen any of my inline hockey videos, or roller hockey videos, I guess is what I titled them. They're like 9 minutes long, and they took an hour and a half to render. Not even that much, like 5 minutes. Alright, so we gotta go to roster moves and figure out who the fuck's where. Why do I have 4 goalies in the NHL right now? Alright, so they can both be sent down. Alright, I have to... I mean, I should have guys down here that shouldn't be here. Yeah, McDavid. Nylander's an 88? What the fuck, man? Nice. That trade is already cashed in, baby. That is... yes. We might be, Puljujarvi's shots getting better. Man, we're looking good, boys. We are looking fucking good. McDavid's a 94. The only issue now that I'm going to run into is sending down players because I can't be below the cap. Yeah, that's what I was fearful of. I guess keep Lander and send down this kid. Is that good? Nope. Shit. Well, I gotta get these guys called up somehow. Well, if I call him up... Wait, what's my defense look like? So I have 7 defensemen and Frankie Corrado being one of them, Mark Fane. Nurse is an 85, nice. That's good. I'm happy to see that. What's Korpisalo? He's an 87 still, okay. God, that William Nylander bump is... oh, I love it. Draisaitl's only an 85, though. That's a little disappointing. I kind of need Draisaitl to... Reed Boucher's at 84. Look at that shot! There's my first line sniper to play with McDavid, man. McDavid, Nylander. Is that my first line? Do I go McDavid, Nylander? I gotta get my roster figured out before I start, like, drooling over my roster. Alright, so I've got... to send down... who makes the worst, lowest salaries? Frankie Corrado. I don't want to send Corrado down. Anton Lander does. Srella. Oh, man. And that's not enough, right? Oh, shit. Alright, well, what if I do this instead? What if I keep a third goalie on the roster? Oh, right, I have to go back here. Let's grab Emery. Pop in the NHL, and let's send down... oops. Yeah, I don't be able to play limit. Let's do that. Is that... that's still not enough? Really? I don't want to send down Frankie Corrado, man. Actually, yeah, I kind of do, because I'm calling up an 82 overall defenseman, so he wouldn't even play. Alright, so there's our team. Who's in the minors now? Just a couple kids. Alright, that's fine. Sonny Milano needs a year in the minors. My NHL roster, I have Korpisalo, Talbot, and Emery's just there for cap space. God, alright, let's set my lines up. This is... I'm already at 24 minutes. I'm going to set my lines up, and then we'll get into the video next time. Alright, so best lines. Reed Boucher, Connor McDavid, Tyler Johnson, no. Jesse Puljujarvi, man, I kind of want to put him on the first line with McDavid, man, I'm going to. Tyler Johnson, third line. I want Draisaitl for the second line with Raquel. Boucher shoots left, Draisaitl shoots left. Kunitz, Johnson, Cassian, Beck, Letestu, and whatever your name is. And I have Pitlick, Fane, and Emery scratched. Do I want Pitlick in there instead of this kid? Yeah, we'll put him in there. We'll put Pitlick in. Alright, so there's our NHL team. Now our top 6 is probably what's gonna stay. This Reed Boucher kid. Was he a Devils pick? Yeah. That shot is nasty, so I'm hoping he plays well with Raquel and Draisaitl. He should, in theory. And I really want to see Puyarvi take advantage of McDavid and William Nylander. Man. Defensively, Nurse, Larson, Clefbaum, Caleb Jones. 99 slapshot puck, goddamn. Griffin Reinhart. Now, do I want Griffin Reinhart playing? He's a top 4 defenseman. I'll put Jones because I think Jones is top 6. Yeah, so we'll do that. We'll do Jones there. Again, this is another one of those just kind of... I have all left-handed defensemen. Excuse me. Goalies, Corpusalo, Talbot. That goalie pairing is really good, actually. I have to cough again, though. Alright, so best lines... Alright, so Slepyslev, Lander, Hanna, not even gonna fucking try. Like, I would love to have Milano or, I have the pronunciation, like, next to me, but I'm gonna leave all these guys here, get a year of the AHL out of them. Oops, that's special teams. I want a defense. Frankie Corrado, Matt Benning, that's fine. Ethan Bear, actually, I want playing at least top 4 minutes. And then goaltending, I don't have the Vinny the Villains. Yeah, he's not here. Okay, what's about AHL start? Alright, so we'll leave Laurent there. Alright, so I'm gonna call it there. Hopefully that RFA signing of Corpusalo doesn't hurt me too much in the future. But man, that Nylander bump really helped. But I'm gonna call it there. Feel free to give me your grade as to how you thought I did, and do you think we should contend this year, or just do another year of progressing, and year 3 is our year to make a push? But let me know in the comments. As always, remember to leave a like. Leave a like for that, just that Nylander progression. That's wonderful. And as always, thank you for watching, and I will see you tomorrow